This here is known as my time. 410 to 15, you're mine. This is my life as I live with my cat and me. What you got to give? So sit and explore my life while I walk through life with strive. But I'm here for all to show, even those left behind can't glow.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back, WisemanTimes. I'm on my way to my lawyer's appointment with legal aid right now. Try to figure out what we're going to do with my case on the 29th. I'm just going to try to get this dealt with and moved on as quickly as possible. I don't give a fuck about all the charging the city and blah blah blah. I just want it over and done with so I can move on. Also, I finished handing in all my papers for welfare yesterday. Then I got a phone call from EI this morning, and apparently my thing's been reactivated somehow. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, they called me. I guess one of the workers I spoke to before who denied me did it anyways. And yeah, I got approved this morning, so I'm gonna have a couple checks coming my way, which will be nice. And also, I was speaking to my landlord yesterday, and she wants me to do a little work around her 2 properties, you know, raking up leaves and shit like that. And if I do that tomorrow, then she'll clear off the money I have owing. So I'll be back on track, so to speak, with my landlord if I can do that tomorrow for her. What a fucking year it's been, man. Well, let's get to this lawyer appointment, see how it goes. So everybody, here's one of those subtle signs of global warming. People always say, oh, you can't see any evidence of it or anything like that. Well, growing up here, I remember explicitly that we always had at least one snowfall before Halloween. And then after Halloween, it basically snowed straight until April. However, I've noticed that it doesn't start snowing here now until January. And then it snows until April. So, very subtle, but it's something that if you're not paying attention to, happens gradually over time. And most people don't see it now because it has taken so long. But I mean, for someone like me who grew up here and then was away and then came back, I'm able to notice it. Well, legal aid appointment's all done. They had a bunch of us in there going over our case and everything. Now, in regards to my surety, the rearrest forms that I had, that's going to have to be dealt with separately than the whole legal aid thing with the November 11th stuff. Because of the whole signing stuff and everything like that. And by the looks of it, I should be able to get the rearrest conditions with the surety of $1,000 for me and Amanda. I should be able to get that dealt with by February, hopefully, if everything goes right. However, the whole court case with the obstruction of justice charges and all that, they said it could be October of next year. Like, I could be dealing with this case for a year. I told them right off the bat, I was like, that's unacceptable. They're like, well, what would you like to happen? I was like, okay, we go into court on the 29th. I plead not guilty. I say why. Here's my evidence. Now make a decision. They're like, oh, well, you know, then you know the prosecutor's gonna be like, well, I have 36 witnesses and they all need to be brought in and they all need to have their accounts and that needs to take time and this needs to take time and we need to file these papers, we need to get this and that. I'm like, yep, that can be all done in a matter of 24 hours. So, I don't see what the issue is. And then they kept saying, you know, you guys can represent yourself. You know you don't need us. You know you don't need to do this. You know you don't need to do that. And I actually said to him, like, dude, you need to stop saying that. Like, I have issues with you saying that you guys can represent yourselves and you guys can do this and you guys can do that. I don't like the fact that you're saying that, because if we could do these things on our own, if we could represent ourselves, if we had the power to do it, we wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation right now. So please, can you stop saying that? I understand why you're saying it. I appreciate you giving us that option. However, if we were in a position to do that, we would be. We wouldn't be sitting here getting legal counsel from somebody we don't even know. We would be doing it ourselves. The guy's attitude rubbed on me the wrong way. I don't like Robert California from The Office. I think his character is just rubs on me the wrong way. And I think that representation of that character kind of went on to him because he resembled him so much that I might have put that attitude towards that character onto him, but the guy was just frustrating me to no end. But I need their help and I need them to get through this, so I put that behind me and I just told him, it's like, this is very stressful for me. I don't mean to sit here and argue with you, but we have our own beliefs and so on, and it's important that we stick to those beliefs throughout this process. And he said, if you have issues with how we as lawyers run our case and stuff like that, then you need to represent yourself. Like if the lawyers and the people they represent don't see eye to eye, then you shouldn't be dealing with us. And again, if I was in a position to do so, I wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation. Alright, let's get back home. Well, I've been relaxing now for a few hours. I've been kind of going in and out of fucking the head nods and everything like that. I can't get rid of this tired feeling I get. I don't know what it is. Right, I just finished watching a movie that, quite frankly, I should have seen already in my life, being the avid movie person that I have been throughout my life. And it's one movie that people are always surprised that I haven't seen, because they know the type of things I enjoy and the knowledge base I excel in and stuff like that. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Just watched it for the first time in my life. Yeah, that's right. I've never actually seen it before. But it was on the streaming, so I decided to keep it on, and I figured, hey, why not, I'll give it a shot, see what the movie's like. It's pretty old. I'm not very big on watching old movies because they try to do the green screen 80s style graphics and everything like that. It just looks really horrible and everything. But they did a pretty good job with it. I was kind of impressed. The first half of the movie was pretty boring, but once people started going a little crazy and shit, the movie got a little good. That's one of the things about watching older movies that I was never really a big fan of. I understand character development, I understand, building up a story and stuff like that, but, I can't sit and watch a movie that's strictly dialogue. It's got to be more than just dialogue. And, old movies like, say, any Peter Steller movie from back in the day, he didn't have a whole lot of dialogue, but, they still added extra stuff into it to compensate for not having all that much dialogue. But in old movies like this, there's too much emphasis on the dialogue and not enough on I understand character development in stories can involve a lot of dialogue, but there's more to building a character than just simply having them speak, in my opinion anyways. So that's pretty much it. They got what's coming on now? What is this here? Ooh, Pirates of the Caribbean. Nice. Which one is it? That World. Oh no, Dead Man's Chest. If it was at World's End, I would have been excited. I love that movie. Oh, fuck. What a long week this has been. I'm not a big fan of Christmas, you guys. Ever since I started moving out, living on my own and not having any roommates and stuff like that, and not going out a lot, and not having many friends and everything. Christmas is kind of lonely. When you don't have friends or family to hang out with during the holidays, you end up just not celebrating the holidays altogether. Because, I mean, what the fuck's the point of celebrating a holiday if you're the only one celebrating it, right? What? What? What do you want? What? Hi. You're interrupting the kitty cat. Do you like interrupting me? What? What's up? Silly. You're silly, you know that? I still love you though. Little fat face. Rawr. So anyway, now that the welfare and EI stuff is more worked out than it was before, I can kind of relax. In regards to the whole legal aid and the lawyer and the court case and all that, there's nothing I can do now. It's pretty much show up for my court date on the 29th. They'll set a date for the trial, and then it's just onward from there. Kind of sucks that I have to go through this lengthy process when it could be over real quick, but it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Just gotta deal with it. Getting close. Christmas, end of the year. Coming to near the end of the videos. Not everybody watches videos every single day, so I'll probably keep mentioning this till the 30th. But once the year end hits, I'm going to go to the Amazing Atheist style videos and kind of put out 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe 4 videos a week, depending upon how I feel. And basically just have videos strictly based on a specific topic and not just random shit. You know, I'll talk about specific things and maybe stuff in the news or stuff with science, technology, or social online stuff, or movies, or I don't know. It could be anything. I could even poem people like the Amazing Atheist do. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would like to see me do shit like that, because I know I'd be good at something like that. Fucking poeming people online. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Point out the idiocracies that people make. Anyway, I'll end it there for today. Hope you guys had a good day. Thankfully I can breathe a little bit more, and you know, possibly make it a little easier to get through all this. And I got all you guys who come along with me. Can't believe some of you are still around from the beginning of making these videos, but you guys are fucking awesome. You guys have stuck with me through thick and thin, and that's something not a lot of people who have been involved in my life can actually say. So good on you. Thank you. Coming to the end of the year though. Never fucking thought I could make it. Let alone have my internet going for the year. Like, this is fucking amazing. Anyway, enough about that. I'll get to that when the time comes. So hope you guys had a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay strong, stay wise, you wankers. Peace.